Yeah. So fine. So input type equal text. And what is this saying? Error occurs in the template of component. No directly found with export as ng form. Okay, no need to worry. We'll fix these things. And one more thing we need to see, when we are using ng form, should have the what it is called forms module. Okay, forms module should be imported. Okay, we'll see that. Don't worry. Just let's create the header what we are doing, trying to do. So form search box equal to ng form. Okay, so here input type equal to text, and we'll apply some classes here for now to apply the styles. Okay, so here I'll give something like div class equal to header. This is not header, header search kind of thing. Okay, already header is there, so header search I have put, and then yeah, so deflex and align item center, just to put it in the center. Okay, so let's come back to the search box. So input type is the text. Here also I want to apply some styles, so it is not a normal um, input field, it is having some rounded kind of thing, right? So I write search box, okay, input type equal to text, class is search box, then yeah, you can use the ng model to bind the value. So ng model, okay, ng model is equal to some value, maybe search text. Okay, now ng model is giving us error. Why? Because and for ng model we need the forms model. So here I put forms model. Okay, and it is saying such text is not there, so such text I'll put it here in the header. Such text is a property. Okay, so it will be a string actually. Such text will be one string, and I'll make it as empty string in the beginning. Okay, okay, fine. And what happened here? Can't bound to, it is a known, not a known property of input. Okay, okay, okay. For now I'll make it as any. Later on we'll see. And for ng model we have already imported the forms module. Okay, we'll see this, don't worry. Maybe some new Angular errors are there, we see that. What is this error? I have not seen this. No directive found it exported. Forms module is already imported. Okay. So this is inside the shared module, right? So in the shared module also, I need to import that. So now the error has gone. Okay, fine. Now, what is the next thing? So ng model is equal to search text, and then this is an input field. So we need a name attribute. So name equal to maybe same. I'll give search text, no problem. Then let me put a placeholder, something like this. So these are actually will need all these things later on. Okay, we don't need the things now, but even then I'm putting it now. I'll not write the functionality for this input field. Later on we'll do this. Okay, so input. Okay, fine. Let this be there. No problem. So it is having something like okay. So I'll just what else do we have anything? So this logo will later keep put it later on. Okay, when we want it later on we'll show that. Now let's just try to show the books. Okay, later on we'll do this logo thing, then all these things. But important thing is this cart logo. Okay, fine. So up to here it is done. Then it is form ended here. Yeah. Now I'll put that small sort button. Okay, button inside the button. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Hello, Jayasankar. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Actually, there was network interruption. That's the reason it got disconnected.
Okay, okay, fine. So I'll just show the sort button here after the because we have already added the input field. Okay, for the search thing. Well, I'll put a small button here that is for the mm, sort functionality. Will not do the sort functionality now. I'll just put it there. Okay, button theme maybe MS. Oh, yeah. So this button is having a class BTN theme. So I need some styles for that. Or BTN theme. Then border yes. IPA. Then border none. Then some padding. Then the color I'll make it as white because the background is something like orange. So the background color. mm, So we put something like and some border color also. I'll put it as same. Okay, and the outline should be none. Okay, it is out. I didn't write the sort here. Okay, so this is how it is looking like. Okay, fine. Then this was the header search and the search box. So header search, I'll just put a margin here. Yeah, now it is fine. So I need to now add the cart thing. Okay. So after the button, I'll have one div. So this div, I'll put some class, something like head right item. Okay. So inside the div, I will put the cart item and all, cart image and all those things. Okay. So div class is equal to maybe cart. Okay. And then we need a router link, because when I click on that, it will go to the cart page, isn't it? So cart router link is there. Inside the cart router link, now I can put the image and that some count is there, right? So first I'll put the image. Later on we'll think about the that part. What numbers are shown? One item means one, two item means two. If there are 10 items, it will show 10. Okay. We'll think about that later on. First let's display this, just the image. So cart equal to maybe cart image or something. Okay. This class is cart image, and the image I have it in the asset folder. So what is the name of the image? Name of the image is cart empty. Okay, I'll just put that. I think cart, not cart empty, cart.svg. Okay, so cart.svg. This is the image. And then anything else we need for the image? Nothing. That is enough. Okay. So let's say this, and one more thing. So this class head right item, I have not applied the styles for this class head right item. Okay. Head right item cart and cart image. So let me write the styles for this. Head right item. So already in the parent display flex is there. So margin left, and put it as auto so that it will move to the right side. Then display flex is for the inside material, and then okay, so that is done for the head right item. Then we have this cart class. So for the cart class also I need to apply some styles. So in the cart, what I'll do is, for now I'll put it as relative because we'll need it later on to display the numbers. So position relative will not affect anything for now. It will not bring any changes. Okay, fine. Then one more, I think, class was there, that is the cart image. So for the cart image, I'll just resize the image for resizing. Otherwise, it will look very big. So I'll just put the, give it a small size. That's it. Nothing else. So width maybe 30 px, and then some margin to the right, just to give a gap. Okay, margin right is also not needed. No need. So just let's save this, and yeah, this is the thing we got. Okay, we have the logo, we have the search box, we have one sort button which we'll need later on, and then one cart. Okay, okay, fine. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to display the books. Okay, if you're able to display the books, then we can go for the add to cart. What will happen when we click on add to cart, and how it will be displayed there. Okay, fine. So just uh, we created the cart, we created the cart image. Okay, cart items we have not put. Okay, fine. So that's it for the header. Now let's go for the home component. Okay, because we have put the home component below, isn't it? So here we can see home works. That means the home component is getting loaded, but we need to configure the home component, how it will look like. Okay. Okay, fine. So in the home component, what we had is in our original application, we have one side panel here, and then we have all these things. So let's first think how we will display the things. We first need to display the this thing, what it is called, side panel to the left, and the whole thing should be on the right. Okay, so side panel, how do we place it in the left side? That we need to think, and we have to move the main component little bit to the right to place the side component. Okay, so first let's design the side panel component, then we'll place it, and then we'll think about what to do to the home component. Okay, okay, fine. So let's go to our side panel component we had already created. So let me create a div. So I'll name it something like class equal to side panel. Okay, then we have, so in the side panel actually what we have is, side panel we have the filters. Okay, so we'll not apply all these things. I'll just write filters for now and leave these other things, because these things when we will create the filter, then we will create all these things. Okay, I'll just write filter and leave it. Okay, so here what I have is, I'll have one heading, that is the panel heading maybe. So class is equal to panel heading. Inside the panel heading, I'll just put a span. That's it. Filters. Okay. So that's enough. Remaining we'll see later on. Okay. But just I'll apply the classes for side panel and panel heading. So what styles I need to put? I just need to put some width and height. That's it. Okay. So side panel. Inside the side panel, I'll just put a width, fixed width. Okay, this will not change. Maybe 300 px. Then some height also I'll put it, just something just to fit the window, maybe 650 px. And then border 1 px solid. Okay, some color, maybe some red kind of thing, and background color as well, same color. Okay, fine. So how is this looking like? Oh, we didn't place it. Okay, fine. So the side panel is ready, but we have to place this side panel inside the home component, isn't it? If we don't place it there, it will not appear. So in the home component, in the layout, I just write this. I don't think, okay, fine. So here I have to create display flex because I want it side by side. Side panel will be on the left and main books will be on the right. So if we want something left and right, we need the display flex property again. So I'll just put a class equal to dflex. Okay. So inside the dflex, now what I can do is I can apply I can use the side panel. App side panel. Okay. So just save this, go to the browser. The side panel we can see it. Okay. Filters is written here. We'll make it better later on when we need it. Okay. We'll make it big, we'll make it white. So don't think about it now. Now let's just try to display the books. That's it. Okay. Okay, fine. So now what we have is these books, whatever we saw here. I told you that these are all product components, one component. This is one product component. This is another product component. This is another product component. Okay, so we need to place the product components. So first, let's go back and think about the product component. What product component is there? Okay, but before displaying the product component, we need to get the books. Without the books, we can't what it is called. We can't display the data. That means name of the book, the book details, all those things. Okay. So first, let's get our books. So what I'll do is we will create a service folder. So that service will be inside this core module. Okay. So first, let me create a book service which will help us to fetch the data. So inside the SRC, we have inside the app, we have the core module. Inside the core module, I'll create one ng generate service. What is the name of the service? That is book service. Okay, book service is created. Now let's go to our book service and write the code for getting the data. Okay, so here we have already hosted our JSON server, right? And it is already running at localhost 3000. So from here, localhost 3000/books will give us all the books. Okay, you can see here localhost 3000/books. So this is the URL we need to fetch the books. Okay, so what I do is here I create one property named maybe base URL. Okay, base URL is equal to the link. So the link is http://localhost 3000/books. Okay, so this URL will give us the books. Okay, now we need to store the books. After getting the data, we need to store it in a variable, right? So I'll create a books array. Okay, so books is the type any array and is equal to one empty array for now. Okay, now we have to get all the books. Okay, so I'll create one method that is known as the get all books. Okay, now how do we get the books? We have to use this base URL and we have to use HTTP methods, right? This dot http dot get and then this URL you have to do like that. But for getting HTTP things, we need to import it there. So in the app module, first I'll import the HTTP module. HTTP client module. Okay. So I'll import the HTTP client module. Import HTTP client module from @angular slash common slash HTTP. Okay, so this is where this is from where we get the HTTP client module. Now we can start using the HTTP client module, HTTP client service in our book service. Okay, so here in the constructor I inject it. Private HTTP is a type HTTP client. Okay, fine. So now I can use the HTTP methods. So what I do here, get all books, return this dot HTTP dot get this dot base URL. Okay, and then what I'll do is here I'll just show you something called RxJS operators. Okay, there is a pipe operator and there is a map operator which we will use here. Without those operators also it will work. I'm not saying it will not work, but just to get some knowledge how to use RxJS operators, I want to show you something. So dot pipe we write, and then inside the pipe we need the operator, that is the map operator. What map operator will do is it will get each book from the books array, whatever JSON data we have, and store it in one array, that is our books array. Okay, it will get it from there and each book it will store it. So map, beside this I need to have a callback function like this. So here what I'll write, this dot books, that is our main array, is equal to book. So all books will be stored in this books array, and then return book. Okay, fine. So no need to worry about all these things. Just think what is happening here. It is okay. Cannot find map, so I have to import this map. So is it showing something here? Import from RxJS operators. Okay, so map is important. So now what it is doing, this http.get is just bringing all the books and storing it in books. So this books array we need to display the data. Okay, for now we will write only this method, only this get all method. Later on we will keep on adding more methods when we need in this what it is called, in this service, book service. Okay, so now let's go back to our home component. There we will display all these things. So inside the home component, we had this app side panel. Side panel is ready, but alongside the side panel, we need to have the product component, isn't it? The product components need to be loaded. So how do the product component look like? First, after the side panel, I have to put the product component. So I'll create a div like this. div class is equal to maybe some class we have to apply, maybe home main. Okay, and I'll use the row grid structure for this. Okay, not the flex. So I'll write a row, and inside this I'll have the product components, app product. Okay, so this app product needs to be repeated again and again. Last is, so in one line I'll have three books. Okay, so I'll write call hyphen for. Okay. And but we have not created this product component, is it? Let's go back to our product component and create the product component, how it will look like. Okay, now what is happening now, it is just putting a product component here. That's it, product works. But how this product component, what does this product component have, we have not discussed. That means we have not decided. Okay, so in this product component we have to write the code what is to be displayed there. Okay, so here let me do something. Let's create the template. So div class equal to, I'll name something like book card. Okay, book card, then maybe some padding, then the flex, so flex column. Oh, then some justify content. Okay, so inside this I'll have another div. So this is for the link. Okay, because that is the image, we'll have it. When we click on that image, it will open the new page, isn't it? So I'll put one thing here, class equal to. So we'll not use the link now, okay, because we'll not create that product details component now. I'll just put it for now, but we'll not use it. Okay, I'll just put the image. That is important. Image is important. So image class is equal to maybe some book thumbnail or something. Okay. Then the image src. Src is, so here what we need is, we need a property called book. Okay, why that a book is needed? Because this book value will be got from the we will get all the books data, isn't it? Here we will get all the books data in this home component, and then we will pass the each book data to each product component. Okay, suppose this is unlocking Android component. That means this is the unlock an Android book. So all the data will be passed to this component. So for that we need a book property. Okay. So what I'll do is, in the product.component.ts, I'll create a input property like this. At the rate input. Okay. At the rate input. and the name of the property is book. Okay. Okay, fine. So this book property will have all the data. So what I do is, so here what I will do is, in the SRC I will show you one thing. See, this JSON data will have some book data. I'll show you what the book data it is having. So where was that? Yeah, the JSON data is here. So this JSON data is having some book.thumbnail URL. Can you see this? If this is one book, this is the thumbnail URL. It is giving us the image. Okay. So we have to use this thumbnail URL in our component to display it. So SRC, in the SRC, what I made book dot thumb spelling is thumbnail URL. So I'll just copy it. Okay. Book dot thumbnail URL is the SRC. Okay, that's fine. This is for the image part. Then for the next part, image part is done. Then we have to write these three things: name of the book, what are the categories, and one add to cart button. Okay. Okay. So then we will have this another div called, I'll give some name like card content. Okay. Card content is there. Inside the card content, I'll have the heading or the book name. Okay. So it will be book dot title, because we have the title here, book dot title. Okay. Then after the heading, what we need the categories, isn't it? We need categories here. So in the data we have a book dot categories. Okay. For that we have to use it. So after the H4, maybe one small p tag we can use. Inside the p tag I can write book dot categories. Okay. Then we have that add to cart button. Okay. Fine. So now I'll add some classes for styling. So here the book title, if it is very big, we can use something called text truncate. So this is already there in Bootstrap. So it will show dot 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 if the book name is long. For example, here see Android in action, comma s dot dot dot. Because the long name is so long, it is automatically giving the dot dot dot. For that we need text truncate class. Okay. And some color also I'll use for the book title, maybe text seconded. Okay. Then what we have, okay, can you, hello Jay Shankar, can you rejoin please? It is
Yeah,
about to
sure,
end.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Okay.